Welcome everyone to Neverwinter on PC. My name is Rainer and today I'm going to teach you a method to farm more effectively. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, and if you would like to see more informational videos about Neverwinter, hit the subscribe button. The topics for today are: first, the requirements and setup to farm effectively. Then we're going to look at which things this method works the best on. Then we're going to look at the downsides of the method, and then I'm going to do a short demonstration. The method that I'm going to show you is basically a way to circumvent cooldowns. Some of you might already know this method, but I'm pretty sure not everyone knows. And this can have a pretty big impact on your gameplay efficiency. So this is mostly useful for people who don't have that much time to work, to play Neverwinter. It's not work. Most drops in Neverwinter have some kind of cooldown. For example, Quartermaster enchantments have, Dragon Hordes enchantments, and most of the events, and one is active at the moment, also have a cooldown on drops. First, let's talk about the requirements. If you want to use this method, you need 5 to 7 characters, at least, I guess, being able to farm. So they need to be a little bit strong. Best is of course level 70 with some decent equipment, but more is better. All of them should have Wanderer's Fortune. It's very easy to get that. I got this mount in the Siege event. You can get it for free, but there are plenty of other ways to get this mount. It's really good. Use it. Always use it. Unless you may be in a dungeon, then you can swap it for something else. If you want to be really pro. The next thing, all utility enchantments, or at least get a decent percentage, but get Quartermaster enchantments. I have, I think, 3 level 13 ones. Here's the third one, so that's 12%, which is decent. Also useful Dragon Horde enchantments, but really focus on the Quartermaster enchantments. I also have Fey Blessing here. For this method, I don't know if this is... Yeah, you can also use this, to be honest. It's fine. But put refinement item enchantments in utility slots. Don't use darks. Then put all your characters that you want to farm with in an area with a lot of enemies that they can easily kill. It has to be quick. For weaker toons, I would propose to use Sharandar, the third zone, so the enemies are level 76 plus. If the enemies are higher level, the Quartermaster enchantments are more effective because they give you Spoils of War. If you have a stronger toon, you can go to the Well of Dragons, which is a pretty good zone for this method. If you want to do it in Chald, it's also possible. Basically, the zone doesn't matter that much, but make sure that you can kill toons of enemies easily there. The next step that is a little bit more fuzzy, but you should have a decent PC/internet connection so that your loading times are not too long. Quicker is better. An additional bonus for this method is if there is an event running which has some kind of cooldown on drops. So what things does this method work best on? Typically account and unbound drops, because that will make sure that all the drops that you get on different characters, you can put them on one character, which can have bigger benefit of it. For the coins of Keen, you can get the coin purses and you can put them on one character and then trade them for one of these items. And there are many other examples of this. I have a lot of these. The Spoils of War are character bound, but the stuff in it is account bound, so the enchantments in there and the runestones. So you can use those refinement points or guild marks if you choose to trade them in for guild marks on any toon. So that's also good. And this method is mostly effective for drops that have a slightly higher cooldown than normal. Typically cooldowns are 45 seconds to 1 minute, and this method is perfect for that. Examples are once again Quartermasters, Dragonhoard coffers in the Well of Dragons, where I am right now. Typically they drop, I think, once per minute, which is pretty slow if you ask me, but this method will make it a lot more convenient. And also there are plenty of events that have timers on or cooldowns on drops, like the Coins of Joaquin that's going on right now, Timora's Gift, Wonders of Gaunt, Siege event. I guess Vouchers and Coffers might have a cooldown. Typically don't get many at the same time. Coffers typically drop once per minute, also in the Siege event map, I think. And also Challenge of the Gods, for example. Those are the ones that I could find quickly. Of course, to any method there are also downsides. One of the downsides of this method is that it's almost impossible to do questing, because you will be swapping characters quite a bit. If you have character bound drops in some kind of event or some kind of situation where you want to use this method, it can slow your progress on one character, because character bound items you cannot combine. It's not very useful for players with let's say sensitivity for loading screens, because you will have loading screens for about 1/3 of the time, and it's very much single player. So if you want to play with someone, this is not going to work. So yeah, let's do a short demonstration. So as I said, the Coins of Joaquin is going right now. Basically, if you're using this method, you want to focus on one kind of drop. So you can see here I got a Spoils of War and the Coin of Joaquin, and the Dragonhoard coffer, because you get that practically directly. Once you get that, go change character, go to a different character as soon as you get your drop. So you want to be quick on changing. You don't actually have to move away, because once you get in a map you want to fight as soon as possible again, and on that character you start killing again. Of course, this character is already pre-fitted with Dragonhoards. I pulled a little bit too much here. This character is a little bit weaker also, but should still be fine. Keep an eye on the bottom left in order to see when you get your drop. It's taking quite a bit, of course. It's not guaranteed to get. Oh, there's the drop. Okay, so I get it. Swap character, and this way, because the drops, the cooldowns are typically per character. You basically circumvent them. Yeah, here you get the coin again, the purse again, I mean. Next character. In my experience, using this method is about, well, I would say about 5 times more efficient than, here I have it again. And typically, I think the drop, the cooldown for this purse is 45 seconds. And we're completely negating that. I would say that this is at least 5 times quicker, 5 times more efficient, I would say, than doing it on one character. I didn't see a coin purse. Okay, there I got the coin purse. The last one. Some interesting companions on some of these. It's a paladin. Must equip a weapon, okay. Here I got the coin purse again. As you can see, this is super quick. One additional benefit, what I've noticed is if you use, for example, a potion, force potion, it will stay even if you swap characters, and for some reason the cooldown does not go down. So here I get the coin purse and the dragon heart coffer again. Dragon heart coffers can actually sell for quite a bit. Okay. There's the purse already. And as I said, focus on one kind of drop. Don't try to get every like the Wanderer's Fortune, the Quartermasters, everything to pop every cycle. Focus on one of the items that you want to get and go to the next character as soon as you get it. Everything else that drops is just a bonus. So now I'm back here, and as you will see, I will get a dragon coffer right off the bat again. Should get. Or the timer for that is not elapsed yet. I don't know exactly what the timer for the dragon heart coffer is, to be honest. Apparently it hasn't elapsed yet. Good example. There's spoils of war. And I have the purse again. And as I said, once you get the item you're going for, swap to the next one. So now in about 3 minutes I got 8 of those purses. Instead of the regular 2 or 3. Next one. So that's basically it. I've already collected quite a few of these things. I will do an event an event guide, I guess, on the Wonders of Gaunt. I think tomorrow, if I have the time for it. I didn't see if I got purse, to be honest. But yeah, that about concludes it. If you have any remarks on this video or any suggestions what to investigate next, feel free to leave a comment. And don't forget to subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.